Welcome to the North Atlantic Conference Championships on nsnsports.net.
And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Don Melander Field here at New England College here in Henniker, New Hampshire. It's the site of the North Atlantic Conference Championship here in men's college lacrosse here on the NSN Broadcast Network. I'm John Lawrence, on board with John Roberts, Adam Largis, our producer, and Matt on the cameras here today. The number one seeded New England College Pilgrims, 11-6 overall, 8-0 in league play. They got here by beating Maine Farmington in the quarterfinals, 27-0, and then following it up in the semifinals with a win over Maine Maritime, 16-5. And the number two seeded Castleton Spartans, 11-7 overall, 7-1 in the North Atlantic Conference, getting here by beating Thomas in the quarterfinals, 24-2, and then going ahead and beating Husson back on Wednesday, May 2nd, by a final score of 14-3. Well, it should be a good one here this afternoon, John, as the number one seeded New England College Pilgrims leading the way on offense. A guy that Castleton really is going to have to pay a lot of attention to today is Brian Gillis. He really is one of the big offensive keys to the Pilgrims' offense.
Oh, absolutely, John. This offense for New England, as you said, they are the number one seed, and they are for a reason. A high, potent offense. They spread out the ball very well going up into a transitional game. Midfield, very strong. As I said, they spread out the offense very well. And one thing they're going to have to look out for on this Castleton Spartans team is the defensive player of the year, which is Adam Farmer. The Castleton's really going to have to step it up today on defense, as New England, as you said, has a high, potent offense, and they're coming off a very impressive victory in their previous game, doing a lot of things good with the ball, a transitional play, midfield, up into the offense, very quick, and they take a lot of hard, low shots. So Castleton going to have to step it up defensively today. And as I said, if there is one player who can do that for the Castleton Spartans, it's going to be Adam Farmer, the Defensive Player of the Year. Goaltender Eric Horsfield going to have to step it up today as well. So it should be a very good matchup, number one versus number two seed here. Both teams coming off very impressive wins. We'll see what happens here as we get the game started.
And Adam Farmer, team high 26 caused turnovers, and he, again, the NAC Defensive Player of the Year. And back to New England College, Brian Gillis, been outstanding, a team high 70 points on 47 goals and 23 assists. Steve Parsons, another guy to watch for this New England College Pilgrims team, 38 goals, 16 assists. And James Putney, a team high 30 assists. Defensively for New England College, Pat Miles, the long stick midfielder, leads the NAC, 42 caused turnovers, so he's a defensive cog here for the Pilgrims here this afternoon. And offensively for Castleton, a guy really to watch is, of course, Zach Davidson, the NAC Rookie of the Year, ranked first in the NAC with 81 points, including 45 goals and 36 assists. So should be a good one here this afternoon at Don Melander Field here at New England College in Henniker, New Hampshire. It is number one versus number two in the North Atlantic Conference. The Pilgrims of New England College taking on the Castleton Spartans. We'll take a timeout and be back with the starting lineups right after this on the NSN Broadcast Network.
The North Atlantic Conference formed in 1997 as the North Atlantic Women's Conference. In the fall of '99, men's programs were added to the conference offering, and the name officially became the North Atlantic Conference. The NAC sponsors championships in 13 sports and participates with the Northeastern Athletic Conference in 2, providing competitive regular season and postseason opportunities for student athletes in 15 sports. Currently the home of 10 members from 3 New England states. From Maine, the University of Maine at Farmington, Husson University, Maine Maritime Academy, and Thomas College. From New Hampshire, the newest NAC members, Colby Sawyer College and New England College. And from Vermont, Castleton State College, Green Mountain College, Johnson State College, and Linden State College. Consistent with the NCAA Division III philosophy, a basic purpose of this conference is to maintain intercollegiate athletics as an integral part of the educational experience, with the student athlete as an integral part of the student body. Discover, develop, dedicate.
master's degree in business administration, offers opportunities for career advancement, enhanced knowledge base, and a competitive edge. Husson University's MBA provides the best value in an outstanding professional education. In addition to the traditional master's in business administration, Husson's College of Business offers an MBA in the areas of healthcare, hospitality, and nonprofit management, all at convenient times for the busy professional. For more information about the Husson MBA, visit us online at hussonmba.com.
Why did I choose Castleton?
Castleton is big enough so there's a lot to do. It's small enough so I can really get involved.
Sports.
Theater and music.
Radio and TV.
Internships and community service. There's a real sense of community.
And lots of opportunity.
And Castleton is in Vermont.
That means hiking, biking, skiing, and riding.
Visit castleton.edu to learn more about Castleton.
And welcome back to Don Melander Field here at New England College. Again, the men's lacrosse championship in the North Atlantic Conference here on the NSN Broadcast Network. John Lawrence and John Roberts, Adam Largis, our producer, Matt and Matt on the cameras here today. Not a bad crowd here for the championship game in the North Atlantic Conference, and quite appropriately, it is number 1 versus number 2. We'll take a look at the starting lineups here. We'll start off with the Castleton Spartans, the number 2 seed in the tournament, 11-7 overall, 7-1 in North Atlantic Conference play under head coach Bo McDougall, the coach of the year in the North Atlantic Conference. Starting as a long stick midfielder, number 4 Alex Brands, the 6-foot junior out of Woodstock, Vermont. Number 7 Brad Barber, the midfielder, a 6'2 junior out of Nepean, Ontario. Number 9 Alex Green, an attacker, 5'8 sophomore out of Braintree, Vermont. Also starting for the Spartans, number 11 Zach Davidson, an attacker, 5'11 freshman out of South Burlington, Vermont. Number 12, Colin Murray, an attacker, 6'4 sophomore out of Oshawa, Ontario. Also starting number 25, Adam Farmer, the NAC Defensive Player of the Year. And Adam Farmer, a defender, 6'5 junior out of South Burlington, Vermont. Number 28, Cam Ormiston, an attacker, 5'9 freshman out of Wakefield, Rhode Island. Number 32, Will Stuhler, a midfielder, 6-foot sophomore out of Madison, New Jersey. And number 33, Alex Denny, a midfielder, 5'10 freshman out of Adams Center, New York. And starting at goal will be the freshman, 21, Eric Horsfield, the goalkeeper, 5'8 out of Tallinn, Connecticut. And now for the New England College Pilgrims, 11-6 overall, 8-0 in North Atlantic Conference play under head coach Curtis Gilbert. Starting for the Pilgrims, number 1, Matt Goyette, a senior attacker, 5'5 out of Lowell, Mass. Also starting number 16, Lee Tester, a senior defender, 6'3 out of New Fairfield, Connecticut. Number 23, Greg Jacques, senior defender, 6'1 out of West Hartford, Connecticut. Number 24, Matt Hebert, a defender, sophomore, 5'10 out of Burlington, Mass. Number 37, Sam Freihofner, a senior and one of the captains on this team, a midfielder, 6 foot out of Scarsdale, New York. Number 92, a long stick midfielder, Pat Miles, a sophomore, 5'11 out of Brampton, Ontario. And number 99, Jake Flynn, a senior midfielder, 5'10 out of Merrimack, New Hampshire. And starting at goal will be the senior, number 2, Nick Aquaviva. Nick is a goalkeeper, 5'11 out of Syracuse, New York. So there you have it, both squads. You see New England College Pilgrims getting set here for the start of the game here at Don Melander Field. And that wraps up the starting lineups. We'll take a quick break and be back with the start of the game right after this here on the NSN Broadcast Network.
It's a really great school. It's small enough that I believe that it can be a really welcoming place for students. and it's not so overwhelming and daunting as some major universities.
The size of Johnson definitely helps because, you know, the president knows our name. Like, I've had dinner at her house, I know the deans, and you know everybody and they know you. So if you're away from home like I am and you need like that family setting, you have that.
You can get involved in clubs, in student government. In my classes, like, my teachers care about how good I'm doing.
For the price of a state school, I'm getting what essentially is really a private school education. I'm in classrooms with 6, 8 students. The biggest class I've ever been in, I think, has 19 students.
If you have a problem, the teachers are always there to help you. And I just feel comfortable about college. Before that, I was just nervous to go to college, and I didn't think that I can make it.
I would say definitely choose Johnson. It's awesome.
In the past 3 years, Linden State College athletic teams have had tremendous success on the playing fields and in the classrooms. There have been 66 All-NAC selections, 5 NAC Players of the Year, 7 NAC Rookies of the Year, and it gets better from there. 20 NAC All-Academic Team selections with 2 NCAA 3 All-Academic teams. 21 teams have advanced to the postseason. 6 Hornet teams have grabbed runner-up honors, and 3 teams have won NAC titles. Linden State College. Serious study, serious fun. Online at lindenstate.edu or lindenhornets.com.
Right from the start, we try to make sure that they understand the priorities here, that when you come here, your academics are by far the top priority. But we also hope that you can make a commitment to athletics that's very close to that. Maine Maritime's student GPA is actually a little bit less than our student athlete GPA, so I think that gives you a good indication that that extra focus that our athletes get, that discipline that they have to be able to fit everything into their schedule, really actually makes them better students as well.
And welcome back to New England College, the host of the North Atlantic Conference Championship here on the NSN Broadcast Network. John Lawrence and John Roberts here at Don Melander Field, getting set for number 1 versus number 2. The New England College Pilgrims in their home white uniforms with the red numerals, and the Castleton Spartans in their traveling green uniforms with the white numerals. Not a bad day here, fairly mild, a little bit of a chilly start to the day, but again, overall a very good day here at Don Melander Field. And these two teams, John, met earlier in the season, and New England College beating Castleton 16-12 back on April the 10th. And really a game in which, if you talk to both coaches, said could have gone either way. A very close game, and most appropriately between these seeds that are number 1 and number 2. The only loss for Castleton in the North Atlantic Conference coming against New England College back on April the 10th. So a little bit of a revenge factor here today for Castleton. New England College looking to keep themselves perfect in the North Atlantic Conference, and we'll be set to go here in just a moment. Eric Horsfield, the goalkeeper for Castleton, a 10-4 record, a .540 save percentage, and for the New England College Pilgrims, and their goalkeeper Nick Aquaviva, 10-6 with a .528 save percentage. Draw at midfield. We are set to go here from Don Melander Field. And pushing right off the bat against Castleton, it'll be New England College possession, as streaking down, an opportunity here for New England College. And that one going wide, a bit of a disruption from behind as Sam Freihofner had the opportunity for the Pilgrims. And the Pilgrims retain control. Here is James Putney with it. Goes back now to number 37, Sam Freihofner, the senior out of Scarsdale, New York. Now this is Steve Parsons. Parsons with the opportunity, takes the shot, good save there by Horsfield. So early going first period, and Eric Horsfield being tested and coming up with a nice save. Castleton possession here in the first period. Will Stuhler, and there's a flag that'll go. That's going to be a push, a technical there against New England College, and an opportunity here for the Castleton Spartans. After good opportunity, shot on goal for New England College. And Zach Davidson will lead the attack here for Castleton. Pass it around as Green. Now over for Will Stuhler. Now to push against New England College. Quickly over the right wing side as Phil Patterson had it. Patterson gets it back. Back up top now to Davidson. Goes over for Alex Green. Green shot goes in wide of netminder Nick Aquaviva. And it'll be possession here for Castleton as Evan Tucker, the freshman out of Rising Sun, Maryland, will start things off here for Castleton. Alex Green now in for Cam Ormiston. Around the horn, Tucker. Now up top to Patterson. Alex Green out of Braintree, Vermont. Went to Randolph Union High School. Here's Phil Patterson with it. Being guarded nicely by Tim Barnard for New England College. With it, Zach Davidson. Up top to Green, and now to his right to Evan Tucker. Or check that, number 32, Will Stuhler. Stuhler's shot is partially blocked, and Aquaviva there to make the save. Long outlet pass, that missed Jake Flynn, and it'll be Castleton possession. 12:54 to go here in the first period. Couple of substitutions as Colin Murray will come in. Murray, an attacker, 6'4" sophomore out of Oshawa, Ontario. Nohea King gets it in now to Alex Brands. Brands out of Woodstock, Vermont. That's to Woodstock Union High School. Nohea King back behind the net. No score here at Don Melander Field. 12:34 to go in the first period here in the North Atlantic Conference Championship game here on the NSN Broadcast Network.
Yeah, good start for New England in the beginning. A nice save by Castleton netminder Eric Horsfield. Then New England back on their heels a little bit as Castleton had the advantage briefly, getting their passing game going.
Here's Nohea King. Nice job by New England College. And number 23, Greg Jacques, of jarring the ball loose and quickly upfield now. It is Pat Miles. Miles being guarded by Alex Green. Green able to knock the ball loose. Green picks it up on the ground ball and quickly gets it up to number 22, Evan Tucker. And now to Alex Denny. Denny, the midfielder out of Adams Center, New York, setting things up here offensively for Castleton. Now to Phil Patterson. Patterson being guarded by Chris Nicastro. Get a nice crowd on hand here today for the North Atlantic Conference Championship. Number 1 versus number 2 here in the NAC. This is Cam Ormiston. Ormiston out of Wakefield, Rhode Island. Getting a block from Zach Davidson. Goes back up top as A.J. Groot able to get it over now for Phil Patterson. Patterson with an opportunity. Actually passes back behind the net to Davidson. Now here's a chance, and just missing wide there was Nohea King. Had a bit of a screen in front and just missed that far post past Nick Aquaviva.
Yeah, some good ball movement there from Castleton. Quick transition through midfield. That shot just going wide of the right post.
And Nick Aquaviva will bring it out here for New England College. Pilgrims get going here as Barnard up for Phil DeFalco. DeFalco will set things up here. Some substitutions for both teams as DeFalco along the far side. 10:51 to go here in the first period. No score between these two teams. Left off for Freinhofer. Now to Steve Parsons. Parsons on the year, 38 goals and 16 assists. Now hands it off. Actually, Parsons retains control. Parsons back behind the net, trying to find an outlet. Takes the shot and scores. Steve Parsons out of Townsend, Mass. gets the goal for New England College at the 10:25 mark here of the first. And Parsons, his 39th goal of the year. That makes it a 1-0 lead for New England College.
Well, Parsons came through in midfield. Nice little volley passing back and forth between the players in midfield, then the transition into the offensive zone. Went along the right side, in behind the net. It looked like Eric Horsfield was trying to keep his eye on Parsons, but could not see the ball as it was shot right past him up on the right-hand side.
And again for Parsons, his 38th goal of the year, and a flag thrown. It's going to go for New England College. So the Pilgrims get the goal from Parsons. Again, his 39th on the year, lead it 1-0 with 10:13 to go here in the first period. And they get control of the ball back. So the crowd getting the Pilgrims involved. Is coming off is Pat Miles. Gets some high fives from the bench here at New England College. And the Pilgrims will set things off offensively here at midfield. And a 30-second violation called against Zach Davidson. So a man up here for 30 seconds for New England College. They get a chance to increase their lead here to 2-0. Passing around James Putney. Putney gets it back. Gets the return pass from Sam Freihofner. And a shot there blocked. Good job by Alex Brands, number 4. Is that opportunity for Brian Gillis. Again, Gillis leading the team in points with 70 on 47 goals and 23 assists. And a nice block there from number 4, Alex Brands. That pass misconnection to Gillis and goes out of play. It'll be Castleton ball here with 9:41 to go in the first, and a 1-0 lead for the Pilgrims on the goal by Steve Parsons. Nohea King, who's had 19 goals on the year this year for Castleton, had a real breakthrough year last year. Not as good offensively this year as he'd like to be, but a very well spread out offense for Castleton this year, and Nohea King brings it ahead here for the Spartans, trailing at 1-0 here in the first period. Tim Barnard guarding Nohea King. King gets a little bit of a pick, tries to work his way out in front, takes the shot. Aquaviva there to make the stop.
Good positioning there from Aquaviva. Took away the lower portion of the net as Nohea King came from around, tried to beat two defensive players and was unable to do so.
That pass misconnection brought up by Alex Brands, and Brands into the attack zone, getting hounded from behind by Barnard. He'll set things up and leaves it off for Nohea King. Cam Ormiston for the Spartans. Gets a bit of a pick from Zach Davidson, tries to work his way out in front. Nice job defensively by Matt Hebert. And Hebert able to keep him out of harm's way. Now it's Alex Green. Green having some problems holding on to it. Good defense there by number 92, Pat Miles. But Castleton retains possession. Here's Phil Patterson over for Nohea King. Back for Cam Ormiston. Ormiston able to cut around the defender. Couldn't get a clear shot on goal. And they'll pass it around the perimeter now to Patterson. Phil Patterson. Jake Flynn on him, number 99. Flynn, a senior out of Merrimack, New Hampshire.
Ormiston trying to get in close in the netminder's way, but Nohea King doing a good job setting up near midfield, making some nice clean passes.
Alex Green out of Nohea King. Tim Barnard doing a nice job defensively on King. A lot of one-on-one battles here. Is a shot there on the opportunity coming from Alex Green. It sailed in wide of Nick Aquaviva. 7:20 to go here in the first period. 1-0 lead for the Pilgrims in the North Atlantic Conference Championship game here on NSN.
And a good job so far by New England of keeping Castleton towards the outside of the net, not letting them get in close. Alex Green with a couple of opportunities from far out, but with the netminder for New England, Nick Aquaviva, getting a clear look at the shot, nothing really able to get through, and it either goes wide or he's able to make the save when he sees the ball.
Foul called on Castleton. New England College brings it up ahead as Aquaviva able to just lift it up right side to Freihofner. This is James Putney. James Putney, a team-high 30 assists on the year. Set back up top now to number 37, Sam Freihofner. Freihofner eluding the double team. Good job by Alex Green. Couldn't jar the ball loose, but gets it to Steve Parsons. Parsons faking a pass to his left. Looking for a clear shot. Good job defensively by Alex Green. An opportunity there as that one went wide by James Putney. So nice job defensively there by Ryan Cave, number 19 for Castleton, really keeping New England College to the outside. Both these teams defensively, John, have been pretty good here so far.
Yeah, it's been a pretty tight defensive game so far. We talked before the game about Alex Farmer for Castleton. But other players starting to step it up on their squad as well as New England. Nice lob pass between Freihofner and Putney for New England, but could not result in a clear shot on Horsfield.
Here's Freihofner with it. Takes the shot and scores. Sam Freihofner getting the goal here for New England College at the 5:50 mark here of the first period. And it's a 2-0 lead here for New England College.
Well, Freihofner has been buzzing around the net so far. He's really starting to come alive offensively. We saw a couple of sequences where there was a couple of nice lob passes between him and James Putney. As you can see here on the replay, Freihofner coming in. Just a clean shot. Looked like Horsfield had a clear look at it, just was not able to make the save. Got to credit Freihofner there with just a hard shot on net.
And another goal for New England College as Jake Flynn follows it up. And Flynn gives New England College a 3-0 lead.
Well, New England really starting to come on now and show why they're the number 1 seed. Castleton trying to step it up defensively in the game, but New England with that high-powered offense, we talked about it before the game. This is a team that averages 44 shots per game, and with the high goals per game percentage, really have to be aware defensively for Castleton.
So at Freihofner, his 32nd of the year at 5:50 of the first period, and then 6 seconds later it was Jake Flynn, his 4th of the year, makes it a 3-0 lead here for New England College as streaking into the offensive zone and bouncing a shot there was DJ Selleck, number 18, looking to make it 4-0 real quick. And New England College with possession of the ball, 5:19 to go here in the first. So a couple of quick goals here for the Pilgrims. And New England College with a 3-0 lead.
Well, it looks like so far New England is shooting everywhere, high, low on net.
And another goal for the Pilgrims as Matt Goyette gets the goal for the Pilgrims, and it's a 5-0 lead.
Well, Goyette with just a beautiful pass from Brian Gillis is able to take the shot, get it on net, and Horsfield was unable to come up with the save. New England really coming on strong here offensively. Their passing has been superb so far. Lob passes, just taking hard, low shots. Unable to see the ball was Eric Horsfield on that one.
So Matt Goyette gets the goal, his 22nd of the year. Gillis with the assist, and a timeout here on the field with 5:05 to go. And we'll take a quick break and be back right after this here on NSN. And we're back here at Don Melander Field, a 4-0 lead here for New England College on goals by Parsons, Freihofner, Flynn, and Goyette. And 4-0 lead in lacrosse, John, not insurmountable, but Castleton really looking to settle things down here, and probably a good time out for them to call here to try to get the possession of the ball back and try to get on the board. Again, these two teams met earlier in the year, and New England College winning 16-12, but head coach Bo McDougall wanting to make sure that this game doesn't get out of hand, and Castleton now will bring it into the offensive zone. Alex Denny with it. Gets it over for Nohea King. King faked the pass, took a little bit of a whack on the back, and a penalty here coming up against New England College on that hit. Nohea King got the ball knocked out of his hands, and nice job coming back, Pat Miles, number 92. And pleading his case, looks like his Greg Jacques.
Yeah, it looked like Jacques just took a whack at the Castleton player there, so this will be a good opportunity for Castleton to get their rhythm going offensively. Even if they don't score, just try to build up a little confidence, get some good ball movement, get some hard shots in on the New England netminder, Nick Aquaviva.
So going out is Greg Jacques. A 1-minute penalty for Jacques here with 4:04 to go in the first period. An opportunity on the man up here for Castleton. Working around is Davidson. Now for Patterson. Thought about going back to Davidson. Now back behind the net as it's passed up top now to Green. Now Will Stuhler. Ormiston behind the net. Now it's Alex Green. Quickly from Stuhler to Davidson. Opportunity in front for Ormiston. It got knocked away. Good job by Dylan Rusbason. And Rusbason doing a great job of breaking that up. Castleton gets it back, though, with 24 to go on the man up. Past that completely missed connection there as Castleton's Will Stuhler was being hounded from behind by Jake Flynn. So still 19 seconds to go on the man up here for Castleton. Trailing at 4-0. So Alex Green will set things up. Now to Evan Tucker. Phil Patterson. Thought about a shot, would have been a low percentage shot. Now gets it back. Patterson being whacked there a little bit from behind, but able to get it off to Ormiston. Up top to Green as the man up is over. Green decides to take the shot, and that goes in wide. Good defense there by number 16, Lee Tester.
Yeah, the New England defense really holding their own so far. Looks like Castleton, Alex Green was trying to get toward the middle of the net, but good job by the New England defense so far of keeping Castleton to the outside, and as you said, John, taking those low percentage shots.
Here's Zach Davidson. Gives it up, a bouncing shot there by Patterson and a good save by Aquaviva. You know, those shots that come in at 100 miles an hour can be tough to stop, but those sometimes can be a lot tougher to stop, and Aquaviva doing a nice job of staying with it.
Yeah, Aquaviva really coming up big on that save. As you said, it was a hard, low shot. Sometimes those can be very tricky. Aquaviva holding his own, though.
Another chance here, and New England College scores as getting the goal is number 1, Matt Goyette. Off a good feed from Freihofner, and Goyette gets his second of the game and gives New England College a 5-0 lead.
Well, John, it starts in midfield. As we had said before, it's all about the transitional game for New England at this point. Once they get in, they are not wasting a lot of time as Matt Goyette, once again, just taking a hard shot on Horsfield. Horsfield, once again, looked like he had a clear look at it, but was not able to stop the shot due to the velocity. New England really seems to be on their game offensively here so far.
And another quick chance here coming up for the Pilgrims as it's sent in front. It went off the stick there of James Putney. Still loose. Putney looking to pick it up. Got hit from behind. And it will be New England College ball as James Putney will set things up. Again with a 5-0 lead. 2:06 to go here in the first period. And it's been all New England College after a pretty stingy first few minutes. Had goals at the 5:50 mark, 5:44, and 5:05. And 3 quick goals, and the game gotten away a little bit here from Castleton, but again, got a long way to go. But a nice job here by the Pilgrims early on in this first period. Here's Steve Parsons. Parsons looking for a shot, getting hounded from behind by Luke Titus. Gives it up to Goyette, who's got 2 goals in the game. 1:33 to go here in the first period. Goyette with a couple of nice moves, trying to get around Alex Brands. Passes back up top now to DeFalco. Now it's Freihofner. Freihofner thought about a shot, being pestered by Farmer. Got knocked down. Farmer there to scoop it up. Actually could not. Brought ahead by New England College. Good job there by number 5, A.J. Groot. And he broke that up for the Castleton Spartans, and the Spartans will bring it ahead.
Well, New England there with another good offensive opportunity. Goyette really buzzing around the net, making some nice passes, trying to get a shot off, but couldn't quite do it on that last sequence.
There's a chance here for Castleton, and passing up the shot was A.J. Groot. And Zach Davidson will take it here for Castleton. Good opportunity there for Groot, decided against the shot. Here's a shot right along the ground, and Zach Davidson gets Castleton on the board. It's 5-1 with 46 seconds to go.
Well, that was just a beautiful play by Zach Davidson on the netminder, Nick Aquaviva. And for Castleton, this will look to get their offense going. Just a tricky shot. It was low along the right post of the net. I don't think that the netminder, Nick Aquaviva, was prepared for that shot. He hasn't been tested very much in this game, so sometimes that could work to your disadvantage if you're a netminder and you don't see a lot of shots. Nice job there by Castleton trying to get the offense going.
And Zach Davidson getting his 46th goal on the year and gets Castleton on the board with 39 seconds to go. As up ahead with it now, Adam Farmer, the junior out of South Burlington, Vermont. Pass to Cam Ormiston, a tough pass to try to make there. Is breathing down on him was Matt Hebert, and Hebert doing a good job defensively here in this first period, number 24 for New England College, and passes it to his goalkeeper, Nick Aquaviva, and a long pass up ahead to Goyette with 20 seconds to go, trying to get one more goal here before the end of the first period. Back behind the net, James Putney. Putney being hounded by Farmer. Putney with a shot, and he scores for New England College. They get it with 10 seconds to go. Putney paid for it after the fact, but a great job of using his size and speed to his advantage and managed to squeeze in there and get a goal for New England College. It looks like he may be hurt, but great job there by number 7, James Putney.
Yeah, terrific job by Putney on the New England offense. It was just a long pass that went to Goyette, perfect connection, and he was able to get it to Putney. Once again, just a perfect shot on Horsfield. And we saw before that in the sequence, Castleton tried the very same thing, a long pass into the offensive zone. Didn't work for them, but everything clicking so far as New England goes.
Oh, a great outlet pass by Nick Aquaviva. It looked like perhaps the pass wasn't going to take hold. There's one more chance here for Jake Flynn. Flynn in down low, and a shot scored for New England College with 3 seconds to go, and getting the goal, Steve Parsons.
Well, it's Parsons once again, just nothing going right as far as the Castleton defense is concerned, and a quick transition in midfield, more perfect passing. The passing for New England has really been sharp here in this opening sequence of the game. Just a beautiful pass once again. Another hard shot right in on Eric Horsfield.
Well, I tell you, I didn't think they would have time to pull one off, but a terrific job there by Jake Flynn of setting up the play for Parsons, his 40th of the year and his second of the afternoon, and a terrific job here in this first period here for New England College as they have a 7-1 lead. We'll take a break and be back with the second period coming up here on the NSN Broadcast Network.
Founded in 1894 in Waterville, Maine, Thomas College is a small, private liberal arts institution which believes access and affordability of education is critical to success.
Well, when I noticed Thomas, I noticed that they had my pre-law major, and I was really excited about that. I could also come and play soccer and do my studies all at the same time. Thomas seemed like they had a really positive atmosphere in a really small-knit community.
On average, over 94% of Thomas graduates are hired in their field of study within 90 days of graduation. So confident its undergraduate students will succeed in their chosen field of study, Thomas College offers a one-of-a-kind, guaranteed job placement program. Whether you're a recent high school graduate continuing your education or looking for a new career path, Thomas College can help you hit the ground running. Learn more about Thomas College and its students. Confident, capable, connected, guaranteed.
And welcome back to Don Melander Field here at New England College in Henniker, New Hampshire, the North Atlantic Conference Championship game here on NSN. And John, Castleton's got a lot of work to do, although still early in the game, trailing at 7-1, an offensive explosion. Matt Goyette with a couple of goals, Steve Parsons with a couple of goals, and Eric Horsfield has been tested often in this game, and New England College has not made many mistakes. And here's a chance for Castleton as Alex Brands getting pestered from behind. Good job defensively coming back there, Sam Freihofner. And Freihofner's had a good afternoon. He's got a goal and a helper in this game. But again, a lot of work here for Castleton. New England College just coming out on their home field, and beautiful artificial turf here, by the way, at New England College, and a great crowd. Boy, it seems as if the crowd was going to be a little sparse, and then all of a sudden you look out there now and a nice crowd out here, and a pretty nice day for the North Atlantic Conference Championship. Number 1 seed against number 2 seed is opportunity here for New England College as Phil DeFalco. Now to Sam Freihofner.
Yeah, Freihofner was heavily involved in the first period, looking to continue that here in the second sequence.
And Freihofner gets ahead of steam going, got cut off a bit, takes the shot, scores. Able to shake off his defender, Luke Titus. Sam Freihofner with a great move as he cut toward the net, stopped, broke back, and able to put one by Eric Horsfield. It's 8-1.
Well, so far that's what New England has been able to do. They've been able to do what Castleton has not, and that's make the deke moves and getting in close in on the netminder, Eric Horsfield, and that's what Castleton is going to have to do if they want to get back into this game offensively. Beautiful deke move. We just mentioned how involved Freihofner was in the first period. There he is again, all over the field, midfield, made a nice, beautiful little deke, and just another beautiful, perfect shot.
And that's his 33rd goal on the year. It gives New England College an 8-1 lead as a penalty coming up here against Adam Farmer for Castleton. With it now, Steve Parsons. Parsons, who's got a couple of goals in this one, looking for the hat trick as a beautiful play by Jake Flynn behind the back, and he makes it 9-1 New England College. And not much that Horsfield could do there. Terrific play by number 99.
Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful play by Flynn, and just a beautiful pass by the Pilgrims' Brian Gillis. He lobbed it over the Castleton defense. Boy, their passing has been spot on so far here in this game. A lot of passes for Castleton going awry. Not the case for New England. They're getting in close in the middle of the net, in on Horsfield. Castleton so far has not been able to do that, and New England here with another goal.
Boy, Gillis with a nice setup for Matt Goyette in the first period, and a beautiful setup there for Flynn, pretty much by himself there. Not too much defensive pressure, and boy, a tough move to make in a championship game, but boy, he looked about as cool and calm as you could be in making a play like that. As that goes off of Brian Gillis, who we were just talking about, now to play, so it'll be Castleton possession here with 13:18 to go in the second period, a 9-1 lead for New England College. And at one point it was 5-0. Zach Davidson scored and made it 5-1. You thought, well, maybe some momentum will be back, but now 4 straight goals for New England College, and they lead it 9-1. Here's Will Stuhler. Up top now to Phil Patterson. Nohea King. Back to Zach Davidson. Zach Davidson with 81 points on the year. Freshman who's had such an outstanding season. Here's Phil Patterson getting cut off. Again, the offense has been the main focus here, John, but the defense here for New England College has really been stellar, especially right in front of the net. Here's Nohea King. And an opportunity there, probably the best chance they've had since the Davidson goal, and that sailing in wide. A good setup from King over to Stuhler.
Yeah, Stuhler with a good, hard, low shot. May have even glanced off the post of the net. Sounded like it went off the net. Just no break so far for the Spartans.
Here's Zach Davidson being pestered by Greg Jacques. Again, not much room out there for the Spartans as I pass a little high for Nohea King. Now back to Davidson. Again, 4 straight goals after Zach Davidson had made it 5-1. It's now 9-1 as Davidson back behind the net. Again, when Nick Acquaviva has been tested, he's been pretty good, but the offensive opportunities have got to pick up for Castleton if they want a chance to win this one. Nice stick there by number 24, Matt Hebert, as Hebert got the stick on it, able to disrupt the pass, but possession still for Castleton. Stuhler over for Patterson. Good job defensively by Tim Barnard. Here's Davidson trying to cut his way in front. Nohea King got shut off with a shot. Here's Green in front, and this will be a penalty here coming up on New England College. That's a good opportunity in front for Castleton, and getting the pass was Phil Patterson.
Yeah, Patterson was buzzing around the net. Spartans looking to gain some offensive momentum here in this game as they are down by 9-1 score. We saw Davidson once again trying to get out in front of the net, much like he did on his first goal, but to New England's credit, they've been keeping him now to the outside.
Foul called on DJ Selleck. A 1-minute penalty on Selleck, so a man up here for the next 50 seconds for Castleton. Quickly trying to work it around. The perimeter is pass missed connection there right to the side of the net. And it was a pretty good pass, but just missing it there, number 22, Evan Tucker.
Yeah, the passing so far for Castleton has not been crisp in the offensive zone. Tucker was wide open right there. Huck just glanced off of his stick, though. He had a great opportunity to score on Nick Acquaviva. Looked like he had a good portion of the net to shoot from, just unable to handle that pass.
And New England College down a man. Will bring it up, look to bring it up into the offensive zone. Being cut off was Tim Barnard. And Barnard will quickly get it off to Steve Parsons. Parsons now can set things up and look to kill off the final 25 of the man advantage. Parsons has got 2 goals in this game. Double team by Castleton, trying to get the possession back here to try to get something going offensively, and coming up with it, number 19, Ryan Cave. 7 seconds to go on the man up as Will Stuhler out of Madison, New Jersey, bringing it ahead, being guarded by Miles. Takes a stick from Miles, and the man up is over as we're back at full strength. 10:15 to go here in the second period.
Well, it looks like the Pilgrims are really picking it up in terms of the physical game against the Spartans, and that's causing problems for the Spartans in terms of getting their offense going.
Yeah, but that minute man up, not really able to get anything going offensively. Again, nice work defensively by New England College, is getting shut off again there. Alex Green will get it up to Patterson. Now to A.J. Groot. Again, those shooting lanes really being cut off nicely here by the Pilgrims. As an opportunity for a shot there coming is, again, being cut off was Alex Green. Here's Patterson. Patterson being nudged out of there. Nice job by Barnard. Back to Davidson. In front, shot, score, is getting the quick tap in was Colin Murray, number 12 for Castleton, and it's a 9-2 game.
Well, it looks like Castleton on that sequence finally had some good passing, and that's what they've been lacking so far in this game, those sharp, crisp passes, but they had it in that opportunity. And a quick shot for Colin Murray is what made the difference, and Nick Acquaviva was not able to see that. And Castleton probably will be looking to do that more in terms of getting those quick shots in on net on Nick Aquaviva, and that's what you have to do, especially when a defense is playing as well as the Pilgrims defense has been so far in this game.
And that is the 25th goal of the year for Colin Murray on the assist on the beautiful pass from Zach Davidson. And it's 9-2 now in favor of New England College. So see if Castleton can get something going here as the pass in front. It rang right off the post there by Colin Murray. Murray looking for his second in just a few seconds. And the post there to stop it.
Well, a very similar play to the last goal for the Spartans. Ball right up to Murray. Quick shot.
And a quick shot by Freihafner, and Freihafner able to skip it along as a bounce shot past Eric Horsfield. It's 10-2, New England College.
A tough break there for the Spartans. Murray once again on the quick pass, trying to get a shot in on Aquaviva, but as you said, John, it just rang off the post. Then in the transitional game, quickly up through midfield and into the offensive zone was New England. And once again, we talked about how Freihafner was involved, is being involved so heavily in this game. Once again, just bouncing the puck. Quick, hard, low shot in on the netminder.
Going back to your hockey, are you? I do that too every once in a while. Very similar game as in tune as far as the physicality of it. And Freihafner with a terrific job there of getting his third goal of the game, his 34th of the year. And big lead here for New England College with 8:18 to go. It's a 10-2 lead for the Pilgrims as Castleton will look to strike back. Again, you go from an opportunity hitting off the post for Castleton. Freihafner with that great speed. He had plenty of room and able to put one by Horsfield. And just like that, which could have been a 9-3 game at this point, is now 10-2. But shows you how things can change pretty quickly. Goes across now for Nohea King. Now to Tucker. Tucker being guarded by Hebert. Hebert's done a nice job here today defensively for New England College. Up top to Green. Now it's Stuhler. Stuhler trying to get something going back behind the net. Nice pass for King, but taken away. Good job defensively by New England College. And they'll look to get going offensively with a 10-2 lead, 7:16 to go.
Yeah, Alex Green with a couple of passes for the Spartans, but not connecting. New England doing a great job, as you said, clogging up those passing lanes, not allowing a lot of shots in on the netminder.
Tim Barnard kind of took his eye off the prize there for just a moment, looking to take a shot, lost control of it. Castleton got it back, now loose, the ground ball. Let's see who picks it up. And we have a timeout on the field. 6:50 to go here at the second period, a 10-2 lead for New England College. We'll take a break and be back right after this on the NSN Broadcast Network.
Why did I choose Castleton?
Castleton is big enough, so there's a lot to do. It's small enough so I can really get involved.
Sports.
Theater and music.
Radio and TV.
Internships and community service. There's a real sense of community.
And lots of opportunity.
And Castleton is in Vermont.
That means hiking, biking, skiing, and riding.
Visit castleton.edu to learn more about Castleton.
It is the North Atlantic Conference Championship in men's lacrosse here on NSN. We're here at Don Melander Field at New England College. And boy, John, as soon as we pulled into Henniker, New Hampshire, my first chance to take a look at this town, and I'll tell you, it's a beautiful town, a beautiful college, and a real nice setting here today, and a gorgeous field, and couldn't ask for better conditions here for the North Atlantic Conference Championship game. You know, a lot of times you see these fields that are not like this, that, boy, they really suffer because of the winter weather. You come back, some teams, the Lyndonville Hornets, they never got an opportunity last year to even play a home game because their field was completely ruined for the entire year. But, again, this is just a gorgeous field and perfect conditions here for the championship game. Glad you could join us around the state, around the country, and around the world here on the NSN Broadcast Network. A 10-2 lead here for the Pilgrims over Castleton. Castleton in their traveling green uniforms as the number 2 seed with the white numerals, and New England College in their home white uniforms with the red numerals. Two teams met earlier this year back on April 10th. New England College winning that one 16-12. This one not as close, but again, we have time to go with 6:37 to go in the second period. Back up top to A.J. Groot. Groot trying to penetrate that defense, and a foul coming up here against New England College. That one right off the stick shaft, I believe, of Aquaviva. Is there to make the save.
Yeah, nice positioning right there from Aquaviva. He's been right there whenever there has been a challenge this whole game from the Spartans. Great positioning. That's why he's been able to come up with the big saves so far against the Spartans.
Chris Nicastro getting the 1-minute cross check. 6:22 to go in the second period, so a man up here for a minute for Castleton. Been unable to get anything going on the man up here so far. We'll see if that changes. Is Phil Patterson to Nohea King. Round to Patterson. Opportunity with a shot. Good save as Tucker with a shot. May have been going wide, but Aquaviva right there to make the save. He's been pretty sharp today.
Yeah, Aquaviva once again very alert on that save, and I think that was going to go wide, as you said, John, but a good opportunity for the Castleton player, Evan Tucker.
Aquaviva charging into the offensive zone and saw lots of room. Castleton kind of let him do it, and now he'll sprint back as Matt Goyette will look to get things going as Alex Brand took his man out.
Well, it looks like Castleton is trying to pick up the Spartans, their physical game against the Pilgrims. They've been taking a lot of abuse so far here as far as the physical game goes from the Pilgrims, maybe trying to give a little bit back against the opposition.
Here's DeFalco being guarded by Patterson with 5:24 to go, 3 seconds to go on the man up. DeFalco, and the man up is over. 10-2 lead here for New England College here on NSN. John Lawrence, John Roberts, Adam Largis, our producer. Here's number 17, Toby Delamore. Delamore is senior out of Auckland, New Zealand. Nice pass, and that shot coming in as DeFalco took that.
Yeah, that was a good shot from the Pilgrims player, DeFalco. They've been able to do those deke moves and get in the middle of the net the entire game, and they've been very successful with it so far. DeFalco trying once again, but this time Horsfield was up to the save.
James Putney with it now. Putney out of Mountain Lakes, New Jersey. Outstanding season for Putney, and looking to add to his goal total in this one. Putney with a goal in this game. That's the one that made it 6-1, his 28th of the year. Quick shot, good save by Horsfield. Horsfield able to cover that bottom part of the net as DeFalco with the opportunity.
Yeah, and it looks like once again the Pilgrims aiming low on Horsfield, but that time he did a nice job taking away the lower portion of the net.
Back behind the net now, Zach Davidson never able to get away from his man. Takes the shot, good save there by Aquaviva. And had a pretty good opportunity there, and Aquaviva doing a great job of covering that top part of the net and able to make the stop, keeping it 10-2.
It looked like Aquaviva was ready on that sequence. Davidson scored his first goal of this game, the goal for the Spartans early on. This time, though, looked like Aquaviva was prepared for what Davidson was planning to do with the ball, able to come up with a huge save.
The Pilgrims' Pat Miles gets it up top now to DJ Selleck. Selleck being guarded by Patterson with 3:06 to go. Good job by Ryan Cave, number 19. For Castleton, a 6'2 junior out of East Lyme, Connecticut. Guarding his man, that's James Putney with it. Back to Matt Goyette. Goyette out of Lowell, Mass. Goyette has got a couple of goals in this game. Looking to get the hat trick. Here's Putney back behind the net. Just a slight breeze here today at Don Melander Field, but not much to speak of as Putney took the shot, and good job by Horsfield to get a piece of it. I think it rang off the crossbar as well.
Yeah, it looks like that shot deflected off the net. Nice little sequence there between Putney and Goyette. Goyette with that explosive speed coming in on the netminder, Horsfield. Horsfield, though, the goalie for the Spartans, able to come up with another save.
Here's Brian Gillis. Gillis back behind the net, looking to cut his way in front. Got shut off there by Ryan Cave. Now back to James Putney. Now to Gillis. Gillis with a couple of nice helpers in this game. 2 beautiful assists. Look to set up a goal by Goyette and one by Jake Flynn. That goal by Flynn was a highlight reel type goal. That's one made it 8-1 at that particular point. Castleton would follow up on a goal by Colin Murray. But then a goal by Freihofner has made it 10-2. That pass missed as trying to get it out in front was James Putney. Good job defensively, though, by Castleton. So we have a timeout here for New England College with 1:12 to go in the second period. We'll take a break and
in the past 3 years, Linden State College athletic teams have had tremendous success on the playing fields and in the classrooms. There have been 66 All-NAC selections, 5 NAC Players of the Year, 7 NAC Rookies of the Year, and it gets better from there. 20 NAC All-Academic Team selections with 2 NCAA 3 All-Academic teams. 21 teams have advanced to the postseason. 6 Hornet teams have grabbed runner-up honors, and 3 teams have won NAC titles. Linden State College. Serious study, serious fun. Online at lindenstate.edu or lindenhornets.com.
John Lawrence, John Roberts back at Don Melander Field here at New England College in Henniker, New Hampshire. It's the North Atlantic Conference Championship game here on NSN. A 10-2 lead here for the Pilgrims. The Pilgrims beating Castleton earlier in the year by a score of 16-12. The only conference loss for Castleton this year. And Castleton coming off a nice win against Husson in the semifinals, 14-3. New England College getting here, beating Maine Maritime in the semis, 16-5. So 1:12 to go here before the half. And Castleton will get another opportunity here to possibly get something going offensively. Here's A.J. Groot into the offensive zone. Alex Green. 52 to go before the half. Back to Groot. Another timeout. We'll keep it right here with 49 seconds to go. Parsons got the scoring going early in the first. His 39th of the year. Then it was Freihofner. Jake Flynn, who's got a couple of goals in this one, got his 4th and 5th of the game. Goyette with a couple of goals to make it a 5-0 lead for New England College. Zach Davidson getting his 46 would make it 5-1. James Putney with his 28th would make it 6-1, and then Parsons would make it 7-1, and that's where we would end the first period. Coming back quickly, though, 1:10 into the second, it was Freihofner with his 33rd, and Flynn, who made it 8-1 in favor of New England College. Murray got Castleton their second goal of the game. Davidson with the assist made it 9-2, and then Freihofner with his 3rd goal of the game, his 34th of the year, and that's where we stand now, 10-2 here with 49 seconds to go. But again, John, it just seems like the opportunities for Castleton really being shut off. A great job by New England College, really clogging up the middle. They're able to stay with Castleton. Castleton's got a lot of great speed, too. Players who can really turn it on and off, and New England College, their defensive players just doing a great job of staying with it and really just blocking any real good opportunities, except for those goals by Murray, which was like a bang-bang play, and the goal by Davidson, too.
Yeah, it looks like on the more recent sequences, Castleton has been trying to score more goals like the way they got their last one from Murray on those quick bang-bang plays, as you said. But New England, the Pilgrims, just doing a tremendous job of spreading out their defense and keeping the Spartans, for the most part, to the outside of the net, forcing them to take either outside shots or miss on their pass opportunities.
Castleton with 39 seconds to go. We'll look to see if they can get on the board here. Nohea King gets it over for Green, back up top to King. 30 seconds to go as that pass missed to A.J. Groot. Again, pass is just not real crisp here this afternoon. And plenty of time to make the pass, too. Not a lot of pressure, but turnovers like that can really be costly to a team. 29 seconds to go, and boy, we've seen New England College how quickly they can get up the field and score. Especially Freihofner, who's been terrific with great speed he's had here today.
Yeah, they have a lot of weapons on that New England side. They have hard shooters, and they have players like Goyette who have explosive speed. Then you have a great shot taken by Putney. Just a tremendous job so far here by the Pilgrims. They have a lot of offensive talent.
Brian Gillis back behind the net with 9 seconds to go. Gillis will look to try to get a shot off. He shoots and scores. Brian Gillis gets the goal, makes it 11-2 in favor of New England College.
Well, we just talked about the explosiveness of New England, and there you see another example of it once again. Gillis, very similar goal to some of the other goals that have been scored here today for the Pilgrims. Just coming out in, around, behind the net. Made it look like he was going to come around to the other side of the net, but then quickly came back around, and it kind of threw the goalie, Horsfield, a little bit off balance. Once again, just that explosive speed that the Pilgrims possess. A little deke move and just another beautiful shot. Horsfield unable to come up with the save.
And the 48th goal of the year for Brian Gillis. And for Gillis, that's his first of the game, and a couple of nice helpers for Gillis. And he gets on the board and gives New England College an 11-2 lead. One more chance here for Castleton, and that pass to Davidson missed. And going into the half, it's an 11-2 lead for New England College. And the Pilgrims and their fans understandably pumped, and that was just a terrific first half for New England College. Again, it's an 11-2 lead here at the half. We'll take a break and come back with first half statistics right here on the NSN Broadcast Network.
What makes D3 special is the ability to participate in my team and within the broader community.
The perfect ending to a perfect season.
Being a D3 student athlete has completely expanded my life.
I learned how to lead. I really found a voice.
What time is it?
It's more about the experience rather than just a sport itself.
Without the experience of being a Division III student athlete, I wouldn't be the person who I am today.
NCAA Division III. Discover, develop, dedicate.
The North Atlantic Conference formed in 1997 as the North Atlantic Women's Conference. In the fall of '99, men's programs were added to the conference offering, and the name officially became the North Atlantic Conference. The NAC sponsors championships in 13 sports and participates with the Northeastern Athletic Conference in 2, providing competitive regular season and postseason opportunities for student athletes in 15 sports. Currently the home of 10 members from 3 New England states. From Maine, the University of Maine at Farmington, Husson University, Maine Maritime Academy, and Thomas College. From New Hampshire, the newest NAC members, Colby Sawyer College and New England College. And from Vermont, Castleton State College, Green Mountain College, Johnson State College, and Linden State College. Consistent with the NCAA Division III philosophy, a basic purpose of this conference is to maintain intercollegiate athletics as an integral part of the educational experience, with the student athlete as an integral part of the student body. Discover, develop, dedicate.
A master's degree in business administration offers opportunities for career advancement, enhanced knowledge base, and a competitive edge. Husson University's MBA provides the best value in an outstanding professional education. In addition to the traditional master's in business administration, Husson's College of Business offers an MBA in the areas of healthcare, hospitality, and nonprofit management, all at convenient times for the busy professional. For more information about the Husson MBA, visit us online at hussonmba.com.
And welcome back to Don Melander Field here at New England College. It's the North Atlantic Conference Championships here on the NSN Broadcast Network in men's college lacrosse. The number 1 seeded New England College Pilgrims taking on number 2 seeded Castleton State. We'll take a look at the highlights here, John, of some of the goals, and getting things going here at the 4:35 mark was Steve Parsons, his 39th of the year. And actually at this point we're looking at some highlights a little bit later on, I believe. And getting goals, too, for New England College, Sam Freihofner, his 32nd of the year, that coming at 9-10. That would make it 2-0 in favor of New England College. At the 9:16 mark, it was Jake Flynn getting his 4th of the year, and that would make it a 3-0 lead in favor of New England College. At the 9:55 mark, it would be Matt Goyette, his 22nd of the year, as Brian Gillis would set him up, and that would make it a 4-0 lead for New England College. At 12:41, Goyette getting his 2nd of the game and his 23rd of the year. Freihofner with the assist. That would make it a 5-0 lead in favor of New England College. And it would be Zach Davidson with the opportunity for Castleton at the 14:14 mark would make it 5-1. But then for New England College, great job by James Putney, his 28th of the year with just 10 seconds to go would make it 6-1 in the first period. And Steve Parsons with 3 seconds to go, again showing great speed, getting the assist. Jake Flynn would make it 7-1 in favor of New England College heading into the second period. Then at the minute 10 mark, it would be Freihofner getting his 2nd of the game and his 33rd of the year. At an unassisted goal, that would make it 8-1 in favor of New England College. Jake Flynn with just a highlight reel goal, getting the assist by Gillis. A behind-the-back shot at the minute 32 mark of the second period, and that would make it 9-1. Castleton would get a goal from Colin Murray, his 25th. Zach Davidson setting him up, making it 9-2 in favor of New England College. Then it was Freihofner, his 3rd of the game and his 34th of the year, made it 10-2 at the 6:16 mark. And then with just 5 seconds to go, it was Brian Gillis getting his 48th goal of the year, and that's where we stand 11-2, John, here at the half. And what do you, in your estimation, what does Castleton have to do here to try to pick it up in the 3rd and 4th periods?
Well, it's a tough situation right now for the Castleton Spartans being down behind as much as they are in this game. I'm sure it is not what they envisioned coming in. Coming out, though, for the next half, they just have to focus on trying to get back into this game 1 goal at a time, trying to make better passes in the midfield and in the offensive zone. A lot of times in that first and second session, even though New England, the Pilgrims, played very good defense, they have been playing very good defense so far in this game. There were a lot of opportunities for Castleton to get some shots in on Nick Acquaviva, but their passing just has not been as crisp and as clean as they would like it to be so far in this game. So they have to work on trying to create some more opportunities, trying to get those lob passes to connect so they can get those shots in on Nick Acquaviva. It's going to be a little bit difficult, though, the way the Pilgrims are playing here, not only just on offense, which has been spectacular. They have so many weapons in Goyette with his explosive speed. They can stop on a dime and just really pick it up through midfield and transition in the offensive zone. But in particular, the Pilgrims' defense this game has been fantastic as well. So they're just firing on all cylinders right now. But Castleton, as I said, just has to start out the period, probably want to get a quick goal score as quickly as they can to try to jumpstart their offensive game a little bit. And they'll have to try to find a way also to contain this explosive New England Pilgrims offense. So a difficult task ahead for the Castleton Spartans, but they'll just have to inch their way back into this one.
And for Coach Curtis Gilbert for New England College, just keep doing the same thing you're doing. We'll take a look at the stats here for the first period. The shots on goal, Castleton with 16, New England College with 18. Ground balls, Castleton 15, New England College with 17. The face-offs, New England College 8 of 15, Castleton 7 of 15. Man up, Castleton 0 for 4, New England College 0 for 1. And the turnovers, Castleton 9, New England College 11. And for Nick Aquaviva, 6 saves. And for Castleton's Eric Horsfield, 7 saves through the first 2 periods. We'll take one more quick timeout and be back with the start of the third period right after this on the NSN Broadcast Network.
What makes D3 special is the ability to participate in my team and within the broader community.
The perfect ending to a perfect season.
Being a D3 student athlete has completely expanded my life.
I learned how to lead. I really found a voice.
What time is it?
It's more about the experience rather than just a sport itself.
Without the experience of being a Division III student athlete, I wouldn't be the person who I am today.
NCAA Division III. Discover, develop, dedicate.
And back at Don Melander Field here at New England College in Henniker, New Hampshire. It's an 11-2 lead here for the Pilgrims over the Spartans here in the North Atlantic Conference Championship game here on NSN. As Steve Parsons with 2 goals, Matt Goyette with 2, and Sam Freihofner with 3 goals, leading the offense for New England College. And Colin Murray and Zach Davidson with a goal and an assist in this game, the lone 2 goals for the Castleton Spartans. And getting set here for the third period. The Spartans again in their traveling green uniforms with the white numerals, and New England College in their home white uniforms with the red numerals. And again, John Curtis Gilbert, head coach for the Pilgrims of New England College, got to pretty much stay with the plan. Just keep doing what you're doing. I can't imagine there was much of a pep talk between between the halves here as far as doing anything differently. They've done pretty much everything right defensively and offensively.
Yeah, they pretty much want to stick to the same game plan, I would imagine, as they have been doing so far in this game.
Quickly up ahead, Jake Flynn brought it into the offensive zone for New England College, and the Pilgrims will set things up, looking to add to their lead, which is a 9-goal lead here early in the third period. Get a lot of work for Castleton to do at this particular point, and you've got such a strong defensive team in New England College and that high-powered offense. See if they can break through. Here's Sam Freihofner, again, who's got the hat trick in the game from Scarsdale, New York. Works it around now to Gillis. Gillis got the last goal for New England College, the 11th, his 48th on the year. Back up top now to Steve Parsons, who's got a couple of goals in this game too. Being pestered from behind by Will Stuhler. Freihofner gets the return pass. Being guarded by Adam Farmer, the NAC Defensive Player of the Year. Back behind the net to Jake Flynn. This is DeFalco looking for a shot. Good shut off defensively there by Stuhler. Up top, a chance shot score by DeFalco. Phil DeFalco makes it 12-2 in favor of New England College.
Well, once again, New England getting a clear shot in on the netminder, Horsfield, And DeFalco this time getting an opportunity, scores. Looks like it was on the non-stick side of the netminder, Horsfield. Looks like he had a clear angle on it, just unable to come up with the save. DeFalco appeared to be going high with the shot initially. Then at the last minute, looks like he turned the ball loose on the lower portion of the net and was able to beat Horsfield.
So DeFalco getting his 11th goal of the year, is getting the assist, number 91, Craig Kiernan. And it's a 12-2 lead for New England College. And the Castleton Spartans, though, a tricky move there by Alex Brands, got tripped up and lost control of the ball. Looked like he was doing it on purpose, but a nice job by Pat Miles to recognize the play. Here's another chance, and that shot by James Putney goes in wide. So risky play there by Alex Brands and almost cost him a goal. But the possession will stay here for New England College. As DeFalco again with his 11th goal on the year, making it 12-2. Here's James Putney. Up top as it's worked around now to Toby Delamore. Delamore with a nice move around Farmer. Couldn't get a shot off as he passes back behind the net to Putney. A chance in front. Shot just skips in wide as good pressure by Castleton, but there is a foul called as Craig Kiernan, who got the assist on the last goal, had the opportunity right there.
Yeah, Kiernan doing a great job of getting around the Spartans defense. Once again, just coming in around from behind the net using that explosive speed. They have so many weapons, the New England Pilgrims. They have hard shooters, they have speed, and they have a great transitional game. And now they will have the advantage once again.
And the slash going against Alex Brands for Castleton. So a man up here for a minute for New England College. Around the horn now is getting it is Brian Gillis. Thought about a shot, now decides to pass up to Putney. Little lob pass by Freihofner. Now it's Putney again. To Gillis. Gillis gets the return pass. Up top, Freihofner thought about a shot. Got cut off pretty quickly, though, by Farmer. Right along the side of the net. Great pass by Steve Parsons to James Putney, and Putney gets the goal. Makes it 13-2.
Well, Putney can beat you in so many different ways, and he does it once again with a great shot there on Horsfield, the goalie for the Castleton Spartans. This one just a quick little shot after getting the ball in close on the goalie. Putney scoring once again. The offense has really been very decisive in this game for the New England Pilgrims. Very decisive, sharp, clean passes in the offensive zone, and they were able to cash in on the advantage, something that the Castleton Spartans have not been able to do so far in this game.
Here's Freihofner, who's got 3 goals in this contest. Nice setup as that shot was partially blocked by Alex Brands, who was off for Castleton. And Putney again getting the goal for New England College. And Putney getting the goal from Parsons, which made it 13-2. 11:43 to go here in the third. With it now Steve Parsons able to cut through the defense. Thought about a shot, gave it up. Now to Kiernan behind the net. Up and around now to Freihofner. Farmer on him. Here's Kiernan. Try to get it to Gillis, but it was knocked down nicely by Neugebauer for Castleton. Pass over to Parsons. And Parsons will look to get ahead of steam. Able to cut around his man, takes the sharp angle shot, and that goes in wide. Nice job by the defender there for Castleton of sticking with it. And a chance by Freihofner, and he scores on the far side.
Well, just a situation here where Freihofner had an opportunity, had an open lane, and took full advantage of it, shooting it in right over the stick side of the goalie, Horsfield. Horsfield once again had a clear look at the shot, but was unable to make the save. but not much he could do in that situation as Freihafner, with such an accurate, deadly shot, was able to pick the corner absolutely perfectly and score the goal for the New England Pilgrims as they take a 14-2 lead.
And that is the 4th goal of the game for Sam Freihafner, his 35th on the year. Getting a terrific individual effort, getting around Adam Farmer. Not easy to do, the NAC Defensive Player of the Year, and a pretty tough shot by Freihafner, showing his offensive strengths, and got that quick, sharp shot and able to make it 14-2 in favor of New England College. 10:26 to go here in the 3rd period. Pass by DJ Selleck. Alex Brands there defensively, taking a whack at his man. Try to go to Putney and goes toward midfield, and that'll play. It'll go Castleton's way. Castleton possession here, trailing at 14-2 in the North Atlantic Conference Championship game. Number 1 versus number 2. This is Phil Patterson out of Essex, Vermont. Went to Essex High School, played lacrosse there. Over to A.J. Groot. Now for Nohea King. Leader in points last year, Nohea King for Castleton. 19 goals on the year this year for the Spartans. Little give and go as it goes in front, looking for Murray. Again, looking for that quick tap in. Couldn't get it to him. Does a nice job bringing it out, Pat Miles. And that pass from Aquaviva missing with DJ Selleck. It'll be Castleton ball.
Well, it looked like Nohea King behind the net once again, as you said, John, trying to make those quick transitional passes. That's how Castleton scored their last goal, but to the New England Pilgrims' credit, they've been very good in this game at making the adjustments after Castleton has tried to get their offensive game going.
Here's Nohea King. Zach Davidson trying to throw a pick on his man, Lee Tester. Tester stays with him. Nohea King. Davidson cuts toward the front of the net. Back up top to Patterson. Trying to get around Barnard. Barnard, nice job defensively. It's been good here this afternoon. Patterson still with it. Picks up the ground ball. Takes a nudge from Barnard. His job of keeping his man to the outside. Patterson. Up top to King. Now for Groot. A.J. Groot trying to get around his man. Gets around 2. Tries to get a shot off. And again, a good job defensively, especially by number 27, Chris Nicastro. Castleton picks up the ground ball. Here's Alex Green. Green being patient. At Hebert on him. Hebert out of Burlington, Mass. Again, good job by Hebert keeping his man to the outside. Alex Green, really nowhere to go. Takes a couple of whacks. Back up top. And here's an opportunity as that shot goes in wide. Came from Cam Ormiston. Again, that middle part has just been really clogged up here by the Pilgrims, doing a great job, and not much there for Ormiston. Try to skip it in on the far side. Here's Davidson. Good job defensively by Greg Jacques. And it'll be New England College possession.
Boy, New England really doing a great job defensively. Patterson and Ormiston in that last sequence, both trying to deke the New England defense. New England, though, holding strong, really doing a great job on the physical play, physical end, keeping the Castleton Spartans to the outside, as you said, just not falling for any of the deke moves that the that the Castleton Spartan players have tried to pull on them so far in this game.
Well, discussion with the officials with Pat Miles and Zach Davidson, who are, you you can see jawing at one another, and officials going over and talking to both those players. And nice job by the officials there trying to calm things down, which in a game like this can get out of hand pretty quickly. People get frustrated and don't want to see it escalate. 14-2 lead here for New England College as Barnard with it now at midfield. Able to get away from Adam Farmer. And a nice little pass right in the middle. Shot, score, as getting the goal for New England College. Number 92, Pat Miles.
Well, Pat Miles with just a wicked shot. Great transitional game once again from the New England Pilgrims. Barnard with a beautiful pass over to Pat Miles, and with his speed, he was able to break through on the goalie, Eric Horsfield, and release just a quick, low shot, able to score that goal. Barnard has really been involved so far here in this period, was great on the last sequence defensively for the New England Pilgrims, then coming back on the offense in midfield. Beautiful pass, and the goal scored by the New England Pilgrims.
It's the best revenge after the officials talked to both Miles and Zach Davidson. Miles comes back with a goal, and again, lots of open room there for Barnard with a real nice pass, a floating pass into, again, Miles, and Miles making no mistake, getting it by Horsfield. It's 15-2 in favor of New England College. 6:35 to go here in the third period. This is Craig Kiernan. Kiernan back behind the net, thought about shooting, got shut off. This is James Putney. Putney out of Mountain Lakes, New Jersey, trying to get around his man. That's David Whitlock. Takes the shot, and Horsfield able to make the save right on the line and able to keep it out. Good job by Whitlock, or check that Cave, Ryan Cave, of helping out his netminder, and we're going to have a foul called here against New England College. Here's a chance in front as the pass goes to Murray. Murray can't pull it off, as picking it up as Aquaviva. And again, the temper starting to flare, and may see another additional call here, perhaps coming up against Castleton. We'll have to see.
It looked like Castleton was going to get the advantage, but as you said, John, maybe an additional penalty here to Castleton after the play. Murray with another great opportunity. He scored the last goal for the Castleton Spartans. Looking to get the ball, was right out in front of the net. Once again, just a glorious opportunity, but good job by the New England defense to close in on him very quickly, and a very alert play by Aquaviva keeps it out of the net.
White 23, unsportsmanlike 1 minute, and green 11, unsportsmanlike 1 minute. Those are locked in.
And it looks like right here we have two unsportsmanlike penalties. It's too bad for Castleton. Looked like they were going to have the advantage, but able to even things up.
Well, they actually will have the advantage here for 30 seconds as both players get called for the unsportsmanlike. And for the Pilgrims, Greg Jacques, and for Castleton, Zach Davidson. So they both are off for a minute, and also getting a 30 seconds on the push was James Putney. So 30 seconds on the man up here for Castleton as Nohea King takes the shot along the ground. He scores, and a flag goes up.
Castleton State College goal scored by number 23, Nohea King.
So Nohea King gets the goal for Castleton on the man up.
Well,
With 5:38 to go here in the third period.
Well, Castleton finally able to take advantage of the man advantage. So far, they had not been able to do that on their previous opportunities in this game. Nohea King buzzing around the net the entire game, and it finally pays off as he's able to get a quick, hard, low shot on Aquaviva. Aquaviva doing a good job this game of taking away the upper portion of the net, but on that last sequence was unable to stop the hard, low shot, and Castleton scores.
And for Nohea King, that's his 20th goal on the year, again on the man up, and it's now 15-3 in favor of New England College. Pilgrims, as you can hear the New England College bench here screaming for an offsides, and we have a flag thrown as a Castleton player down. Again, the temper starting to flare here a little bit. We saw Zach Davidson and Pat Miles being talked to by the official. Is player down along the far side here from the broadcast booth. See who it is in just a moment. A player getting cross-checked. And still 34 seconds to go on the unsportsmanlike to Greg Jacques and also Zach Davidson. Get the official call here in just a moment, but again, tempers flaring out here today as the player's still down for Castleton.
Well, this looked...
illegal body check, blow to the head, 2 minutes locked in.
Yeah, this looked like a retaliatory play here on this last sequence. Castleton shoving down the New England player. Craig Kiernan took exception to that and looked like he knocked the Spartans player down on the field.
And that's going to be an illegal body check and contact to the head. That'll be a 2-minute foul here against Kiernan. So an opportunity here for 2 minutes on the man up for Castleton. They trail it by 12. But a nice long opportunity here, man up. As the player is up now, looks to get up to his feet on his own. And that player number 4, Alex Brands, the long stick midfielder out of Woodstock, Vermont. Brands taking the cross check from Kiernan. And again, the officials trying to get a hold on this one pretty quick, John, as far as making sure the tempers don't flare too much. And, you know, you don't know exactly what's going on in the field as far as talk back and forth between players. But we saw the officials talking to Davidson and Miles earlier on. Make sure that they calm things down a little bit. You can see Curtis Gilbert talking to his players, probably saying to his guys, hey, listen, you know, we got this big lead here, guys. Let's play smart. Let's not get involved in any of the talk back and forth and just keep playing our game.
Yeah, the physical play has really picked up, especially, as you said, John, with the score being what it is. Temper starting to flare a little bit. It looks like Alex Brands initially hit one of the New England Pilgrim players, and Craig Kiernan took exception to that, knocking him down, thus giving the Castleton Spartans an advantage.
And they're a man up here for a minute 51 as the pass goes to Nohea King, picks up the ground ball and looks to get things going here on the man up for the Spartans. Pass over for A.J. Groot, down low to Nohea King. He shoots along the ground and scores. Nohea King, his second in a row, and his second in a row on the man up. His 21st on the year, makes it 15-4.
Well, just great passing here from Castleton on the last two advantages that they have had, and Nohea King scoring on both of them. That one was just a beautiful low shot once again. Quick passes, that's how the Castleton Spartans have been able to generate the offense that they have had here today. Nohea King faking like he was going to go up top. Once again, though, exploiting the New England Pilgrims netminder Nick Aquaviva down on the low side, able to score that goal on a good, hard, low bouncing shot.
So a second goal of the game for Nohea King, is 21st on the year, again on the man up. And it's a 15-4 lead now for New England College. A.J. Groot getting the lone assist on that goal. So since that one is locked in, it's still a man up here for a minute 17 here for Castleton. A chance to do a little bit more damage. And a flag flag up here is a foul going to be called here on New England College. As with it, Alex Green. Green trying to shake away from Matt Hebert. Green, cross pass, a good one to Nohea King, couldn't hold on to it. King being pestered from behind, and King able to pick it back up on the double team. And he lost his stick after Lee Tester knocked it out of his hands. So 50 seconds to go here on the man up.
Yeah, it looked like Alex Green trying to get the ball back to Nohea King. They've had success with that on the last two advantages that the Castleton Spartans have had, trying to go back to their bread and butter, get Nohea King that ball so he could score once again.
So the foul called against Tim Barnard, illegal procedure, and that'll be a 30-second infraction against Barnard. So Castleton with an opportunity here, 2 men up with 4:06 to go in the third. Here's Zach Davidson, leaves it off for A.J. Groot. Davidson try to get a pass to Patterson, and that's going to go back for New England College. A big play there as Castleton with Again, an opportunity, two-man up to try to cash in, and the passes, as you mentioned, John, just not really making it here today, and Aquaviva will get a chance to get it out.
Yeah, tough sequence right there for the Castleton Spartans. Davidson tried a little fake pass to one of the other players, was unable to do so, gathered the ball back, then tried to lob it in back behind the net, but it ended up sailing out of play.
Well, Greg Jacques there, number 23, an interesting play to try to keep it in. Looked like he tried to hit it with his helmet to try to knock it down, as that pass was well in front of him. It was going to be tough for him to corral. But it went out of bounds, and possession back for Castleton with 16 to go as that shot, and a good save by Aquaviva off the shot by Alex Green. And Aquaviva has it, and that will just about do it here for the man up for Castleton.
Couple of opportunities there for the Spartans. Green trying to shoot low once again, trying to exploit the weakness of Nick Aquaviva so far in this game.
Here's Phil DeFalco, who's got a goal in this one. Getting the first goal of the third period, back at the 1:30 mark, his 11th of the year, which made it 12-2. We're now at 15-4. And with it now, Sam Freihofner. Freihofner with 4 goals on the day. And he will take his time here with 2:51 to go. Just lays it along the ground for Steve Parsons. Parsons with a couple of goals in this game as well. Very well spread out here for New England College with the 15 goals today. Nat Goyette's got a couple of goals too. Parsons in front to Goyette, and Goyette looking to join the hat-trick club, not able to do so, and Freihofner picks it up. And that's called against Phil DeFalco, and possession will go back for Castleton.
Well, it looked like Goyette was faking that he was going to use his speed to come around the net, but then at the last moment made a nifty little pass to Parsons. Parsons with a great opportunity on Horsfield, but unable to score on that last sequence for New England.
We'll take a quick timeout and be back right after this here on NSN. John Lawrence, John Roberts back here at Don Melander Field here at New England College. Adam Largis, our producers, Matt and Matt on the cameras here today. Beautiful day here at Henniker, New Hampshire, and a pretty nice crowd to take in this North Atlantic Conference Championship game. And again, just a beautiful facility here, a gorgeous field, a real nice college. Got a chance to walk around a little bit and see some of the different buildings here. And interesting, of course, New Hampshire is one of those states, obviously, John, that when the primary season gets going, a lot of politicians like to visit New Hampshire and really stump, and got a chance to see in the hallways some of the pictures of some of the high-profile politicians who have visited here, including Richard Nixon back in 1959 when he was a vice president to Dwight D. Eisenhower, and also John Edwards, who was a presidential candidate back in 2004. And I'm sure many, many others have visited here throughout the primary seasons, as Pat Miles will be called here off taking a couple of whacks at Nohea King.
Well, once again, the physical play has been very prominent here in this period. Pat Miles taking a whack at the Castleton Spartans player, Nohea King. Nohea King has been a big part of the little offense the Castleton Spartans have displayed so far here in this game.
Nohea King with 2 goals. He's been the go-to guy here today for Castleton. That pass misconnection, and we'll have a foul here coming up against Miles. It's going to be a slashing call, 1 minute against Miles. So another opportunity here on the man up here for Castleton, trailing it by 11. And Castleton has had their chances here today, John, especially on the man up, but again, even with a man down, New England College has really shut things off, and I've said that over and over again, but see if they can get things going here. Is Stuhler now to Alex Green. Patterson. Pass from King to Stuhler. He shoots and scores. Great setup by King to Stuhler, and it's 15-5.
Well, just a great shot, great positioning by Stuhler to get himself open in front of the net. Nohea King scored the last 2 goals for Castleton on the advantage. This time he was involved in the primary assist. Stuhler out in front. Just a beautiful shot. Once again on the lower side. This one was a little higher than the last 2 goals that the Castleton Spartans have scored, but nonetheless a great, hard, quick shot, and that's how Castleton has scored their goals in this game today. Just those quick transitional plays, quick passes right in front of the net, and quick shots.
And that is the 9th goal of the year from Stuhler. And, I mentioned before that they've had their chances man up, and they have taken advantage, obviously. The last 3 goals here for Castleton have all been on the man up, but earlier in this game they had more opportunities on the man advantage and unable to cash in when things were a little bit closer. Still trailing it by 10 with 55 seconds to go here in the 3rd period. Again, goals by Nohea King, 2 from him on the man up, and Will Stuhler on the man up. And Castleton getting within 10 now, 15-5. After Pat Miles had made it 15-2 off a terrific feed by Tim Barnard. Castleton able to make use of some of their man-up opportunities. 30 seconds to go. New England College taking their time, want to take time off the clock to get one more opportunity here to get that lead back up to 11 as Putney back behind the net. Tries to feed it in front, but a good job of picking it off for the Castleton Spartans is number 32, Will Stuhler, who got the last goal for Castleton. Stuhler into the offensive zone, able to feed it to Farmer. His shot, and a save by Aquaviva. And that'll do it for the 3rd period. So a 15-5 lead for New England College, looking good heading into the 4th period in the championship game of the North Atlantic Conference. We'll take a break and be back with a 4th period right after this here on NSN.
The North Atlantic Conference formed in 1997 as the North Atlantic Women's Conference. In the fall of '99, men's programs were added to the conference offering, and the name officially became the North Atlantic Conference. The NAC sponsors championships in 13 sports and participates with the Northeastern Athletic Conference in 2, providing competitive regular season and postseason opportunities for student athletes in 15 sports. Currently the home of 10 members from 3 New England states. From Maine, the University of Maine at Farmington, Husson University, Maine Maritime Academy, and Thomas College. From New Hampshire, the newest NAC members, Colby Sawyer College and New England College. And from Vermont, Castleton State College, Green Mountain College, Johnson State College, and Linden State College. Consistent with the NCAA Division III philosophy, a basic purpose of this conference is to maintain intercollegiate athletics as an integral part of the educational experience, with the student athlete as an integral part of the student body. Discover, develop, dedicate.
The North Atlantic Conference Championship game in men's college lacrosse here at Don Melander Field at New England College. And the Pilgrims, the home team, the number 1 seed in the tournament, taking on number 2 seeded Castleton. And unlike the first game, John, with a 16-12 lead, a 16-12 win, I should say, which was relatively close. This one really hasn't been all that close, but Castleton getting a little bit of momentum back, perhaps with 3 goals on the man up. We'll see if they can make it count here in the 4th period. Pass goes across now to number 20, Nick Neugebauer. Neugebauer now goes to Eric Horsfield. I don't know about you, John. Every time they make that pass back to the goalkeeper, I get a little bit nervous, no matter what team it is. I always think that perhaps they'll miss on the pass and it'll go right into an open net. But I guess that's just a worrier in me. Back up top to A.J. Groot. Now Brian McCarthy. McCarthy lost his footing. Good job by New England College as they'll take it out. Pilgrims up ahead. Miles took a shot. Looks to be okay. Is Putney with it now? This is Sam Freihofner, who's got 4 goals on the game for the Pilgrims. 4 for Freihofner, 2 for Goyette, Parsons with 2, and Putney with 2. DeFalco and Miles with goals as well. Another ball snuck out onto the field, so play whistle down is Matt Goyette. Put things back into play here for the Pilgrims. Here's Phil DeFalco. DeFalco getting his 11th goal of the year early in the third period. Now it's Craig Kiernan. Kiernan, who got a nice helper on that DeFalco goal with it. Number 91. Steve Parsons, his shot sails in wide of Horsfield. Castleton doing a little bit better job defensively of shutting off the lanes, taking a page from New England College, but New England College still with it. Here's Goyette. Goyette with a shot. Good save there by Horsfield. Sounded like it rattled off the shaft a little bit and just kind of hit him in the stomach too, but nice job of keeping it out of the net.
Yeah, we talked about Goyette's speed before, his explosiveness, but he's also got a deceptively hard shot. Took it right there. Nice save by the goalie.
It's a matchup we've seen throughout the day. Barnard on Phil Patterson, and Patterson will give it up now to A.J. Groot. Groot, who's got an assist in this game on the second goal by Nohea King, which made it 15-4 at the time. Castleton added a goal by Will Stuhler, his 9th on the year. That's where we are now at 15-5. Opportunity for Castleton, shot there. Aquaviva with a save as Alex Green with a chance. Throughout the year, we've seen Alex Green try to beat goaltenders low, and we've seen Aquaviva get beat a couple of times low, but that time he able to pick it up.
Yeah, once again, New England doing a great job on the adjustments. Aquaviva right there making a nice save after he's had trouble with a couple of low shots by the Castleton Spartans.
Here's an opportunity for Putney. Now Goyette, shot, score. Matt Goyette, his 3rd of the game, makes it 16-5.
Well, there's another hat trick for the New England Pilgrims. They've had several today, and Goyette now joins that club. Just a perfect pass, and Goyette going up high over Horsfield. We've seen a lot of high shots here today by the New England Pilgrims, and they keep going back to that because they've had success, obviously, on the scoreboard, as it is now 16-5 for the New England Pilgrims. Nothing Horsfield could do on that play with Goyette being in so close.
So Matt Goyette, again, getting his 3rd goal of the game, and it all started with a great play by Pat Miles, as Miles, remember back in when Castleton was bringing it up ahead, stripped Phil Patterson of the ball, able to get things going the other way. And James Putney getting the assist on that goal by Goyette. Again, his 3rd of the game, but it all started with good defense. And Miles, who will not get credit for an assist, obviously, but he made that play happen. With 11:13 to go here in the 4th. Goyette now to Putney. Over for Brian Gillis. Gillis, who got his 48th goal of the year late in the 2nd period. And when we mean late, with 5 seconds to go. At the time, made an 11-2 lead for New England College. And turnover, Castleton will bring it ahead. Here's Nick Neugenbauer. Good impressive play there by DJ Selleck, and the turnover goes for New England College. Here's Tim Barnard with it. He's got Adam Farmer guarding him. This is Chris Collins. Haven't called his name today, a junior out of Murrieta, California. Coach Curtis Gilbert substituting in some other players, getting some other players a chance to get out there here today, as Putney thought about going toward the front of the net. Got cut off by Alex Denny. Here's Putney. Now to DJ Selleck. 9:28 to go in the fourth period. 16-5 lead for New England College. Again, the Pilgrims in no rush here. They want to get that perfect shot off. And Castleton's got to get a little more aggressive. And the turnover goes Castleton's way as stalling called on New England College. Up ahead with it, Luke Titus. Titus lost it, picks up the ground ball. Titus trying to get around Delamore, passes back up top now to Patterson. Now to Nohea King. King with 2 goals and an assist. All coming in the third period. Here's Patterson. Again, Barnard on him. Pushes him to the outside. Back behind the net now to Davidson. Zach Davidson looking for an outlet. Again, terrific defense here by Matt Hebert. Or check that, that's Alex Green, my apologies, number 9. Back behind the net. Now gives it to Davidson, now to Nohea King. King's pass to A.J. Groot, right down toward his feet, and New England College takes it away. Here's that quick transition game by the Pilgrims as that pass missed connection with Gillis. One of the few times we've seen them come down the field and the pass missed, John.
Yeah, New England's passing has been superb this entire game. Gillis on that last opportunity. Last offensive sequence the New England Pilgrims have, Gillis was called for a stalling. That time misses the pass opportunity, trying to get more shots in on net here on Eric Horsfield.
Here's DeFalco, goes over to his right to Freihofner. Sam Freihofner, the senior out of Scarsdale, New York. Shot score by New England College as Horsfield came out. And the Pilgrims score to make it 17-5.
Just a nice offensive move in the offensive zone there for Sam Freihofner, who's been terrific in this game so far. Made it look like he was going to pass the ball across the field, made it look like he was going to do a little lob pass, and then at the last second came back, fooled everyone on the defense, and fooled the netminder, Eric Horsfield. Was not a particularly hard shot. It was just a shot that Eric Horsfield was not expecting at all. Nice play there by Freihofner to score on that last sequence.
And here's another quick transition here. Good job by Castleton's Alex Denny, though, of breaking that up as the pass was going to Putney. Goal by Freihofner, his 5th on the year, or his 5th of the game, his 36th on the year. Makes it 17-5 in favor of New England College. Here's Goyette. Being guarded by Denny. 6:39 to go in the fourth period. Goyette takes a couple of whacks by Neugebauer. Pass shot, and that skips in wide as Delamore had the opportunity, but quickly up ahead now, here's DJ Selleck. Now to Gillis, takes a couple of whacks from Adam Farmer. And the foul is going to be called against Adam Farmer.
Well, we talked before the game about how Adam Farmer was the defensive player of the year for the Castleton Spartans, but on that last sequence, getting a little aggressive with Brian Gillis with the stick. Brian Gillis has been involved in many plays for the New England Pilgrims here in this period.
And it's a 1-minute slash against Adam Farmer, the NAC Defensive Player of the Year. Again, went a bit over the line there, and opportunity here on the man up for New England College. It's a pass from Steve Parsons to Freihofner. Putney decided against the shot. Behind the back pass there was a nice one by Gillis. And back up top now to James Putney. Freihofner to Putney. Passes over for Gillis with 25 to go on the man up. Freihofner. Putney down low, gets the pass off, an opportunity, shot, score, New England College. As Kevin Marceau gets the goal for New England College.
Well, we were talking about how the New England Pilgrims have been going high for a lot of this game against the goalie for the Castleton Spartans, Eric Horsfield. That time they go a little bit lower. Nice ball movement there. They were able to get a good hard low shot in close in on the netminder. New England with a great goal there, just really keeping the Castleton Spartans defense off balance with a lot of fake moves. Castleton Spartans looked a little off guard there and were caught once again as the New England Pilgrims score once again with the man advantage.
And for Marceau, that's his 8th goal on the year. Putney getting the assist with 5:21 to go in the 4th period. Timeout here on the field. We'll keep it right here at Don Melander Field here at New England College in Henniker, New Hampshire. Again, it's been a pretty nice day outside. A little bit of cloud cover out here, but really just a perfect setting here for the North Atlantic Conference Championship game. And boy, for New England College and head coach Curtis Gilbert, it couldn't go much better than this. An 18-5 lead over number 2 Castleton, who's just been outstanding this year. You look as far as goals per game for both these teams. New England College a little bit more proficient, 15.29 goals per game. Castleton a little over 12. And New England College averaging 44 shots a game. Castleton averaging 34. That's a tremendous amount of shots to be averaging per game. And New England College has shown why they are the cream of the crop here in the North Atlantic Conference this year. Haven't lost a game in conference throughout. They are 8-0. And they've been great again here today when it mattered most. And we have a slashing call here coming up. And it's going to go against Castleton's Brian McCarthy. So McCarthy on the slash. And a 1-minute man up here for New England College with an 18-5 lead. You can hear the bench here at New England College right below us, John, saying, make sure to finish it, guys, finish it. Meaning, make sure to get a high-quality opportunity and make sure you bury it. Don't want to have a turnover, as they almost did there. Nick Neugebauer almost picking that up in the ground ball. But New England College getting it back with 25 to go on the man up. Here's Putney, now to Freihofner. Back up top to Putney. Freihofner, who's got 5 goals in the game. Now to Parsons. Parsons with a shot. Tough angle to get the shot off, but a good save by Eric Horsfield.
Nice save on that last sequence by Horsfield. Looked like Parsons had some room down low, but shot it right into Horsfield. Horsfield, good positioning on that last save.
Horsfield gets it back. It's a 13-goal lead here for New England College. Is quickly up ahead to get it to Stuhler at midfield. Takes a couple of whacks, and Miles try to take it away, but Stuhler gets it back. Good recovery by Will Stuhler. Going over for Nohea King, and King will let it go out of play, and it'll be Castleton possession with 3:57 to go here in the 4th period. As Nohea King with it now for Castleton. Now to Phil Patterson. Over for Stuhler. Patterson to King. Back behind the net to Alex Green. Green looking to cut his way out in front. Up to Patterson, now to Stuhler. Will Stuhler out of Madison, New Jersey. Stuhler a sophomore, so he'll be back with Castleton next year as that is knocked out of play, but it'll be Castleton possession as Davidson will put it back in play for Castleton. 3:17 to go. Nice low shot there by Davidson, and he gets the goal. It's 18-6.
Well, just a nice play once again from Davidson, coming out from behind the net for the Castleton Spartans. He scored on a very similar play early in the game when Castleton scored in the previous period. Just Davidson doing more of the same here, coming out from behind the net and using that tricky low shot to beat Nick Aquaviva, who I don't think was prepared or maybe expecting a pass on that play. Just a quick shot once again from Davidson.
Saw the replay again of it there. As you mentioned, a nice low shot there by Davidson, his second of the game and his 47th of the year. Makes it 18-6 in favor of New England College, but under 3 minutes to go in the game. North Atlantic Conference Championship game here on NSN. John Lawrence, John Roberts, Adam Largis, our producer, and Matt on the cameras here today. Again, a real nice crowd here that turned up for this game. A beautiful field, and it's a pretty good outcome here for New England College as a quick goal by Nohea King. He's got the hat trick.
Well, Nohea King down low once again. Beautiful pass on that sequence from Phil Patterson. Patterson looked like he had an opportunity to shoot the puck, and I think Aquaviva was expecting him to shoot the puck, but at the last moment dished it out to Nohea King. Credit to the Castleton Spartans here, playing hard until the end with the score 18-7 with 2:35 left to go here in period number 4.
So 22nd goal of the year for Nohea King. Another nice low shot there, makes it 18-7. Still 11-goal lead here for New England College with 2:28 to go in the fourth period. Alex Green up top to David Whitlock. Whitlock out of Randolph, Vermont. Played for the Galloping Ghosts of Randolph Union High School. Here's Nohea King with it now. Barnard guarding him. Here's Phil Patterson. Brian McCarthy takes a shot. Somebody there got a piece of it. I believe it might have been Freihofner defensively for New England College and able to pick that one up. Let's see who picks up this ground ball. And it's grabbed by Barnard here with 1:40 to go. Offside on New England College. Patterson able to avoid the double team. Able to dish it off to Nohea King with 1:25 to go. Nohea King. His hat trick not enough here this afternoon, as New England College getting 5 goals from Freihofner, 3 from Goyette, 2 from Parsons, and 2 from Putney, as that shot is partially blocked off there by Aquaviva. He battles there with Nohea King. And Aquaviva comes away with it with 1 minute to go here in the game. Aquaviva just tossing it into the offensive zone here with 52 to go. Here's Freihofner looking for goal number 6. Takes a push from Denny with 35 seconds to go. Inadvertent pass there going to number 17, Toby Delamore, with 22 seconds to go. The sidelines for New England College. Excited here this afternoon. About to be crowned North Atlantic Conference champions as Curtis Gilbert gets the dousing from the Gatorade bucket. 3 seconds to go. And there you have it, the Pilgrims of New England College, the North Atlantic Conference champions. They win this by a final score of 18-7.
Just a tremendous all-around effort today from the New England Pilgrims as they take the championship game. Credit to the Castleton Spartans. They played very hard all the way up until the end of the game, but just did not have the momentum coming into this game that they needed to pull the upset against the New England Pilgrims. They started to get the advantage when they had the man advantage going later in the game, but it was not enough. Really needed to take advantage of those first few opportunities when they had the advantage early on in the game to kind of build their offensive momentum, but they were unable to do that, only able to come back later in the game once the Pilgrims were well ahead. But a great game by the New England Pilgrims, great effort by the Castleton Spartans, and the final score is 18-7.
Well, it kind of got away from the Spartans early in this game as New England College really took it to the Spartans offensively in the first period, getting goals by Flynn and 2 by Goyette. And those goals coming in quick succession within about a minute's worth of time really was the backbreaker for the Spartans here today. As, again, you get that bit of a lead in a game that you know is going to be a low-scoring game between two teams that are good defensively and offensively. And that's really the difference in this game. Castleton could not get back into it. So we'll take a quick time out and be back, maybe take a look at the awards presentation here. You're listening and watching to NSN.
Founded in 1894 in Waterville, Maine, Thomas College is a small private liberal arts institution which believes access and affordability of education is critical to success.
Well, when I noticed Thomas, I noticed that they had my pre-law major, and I was really excited about that. I could also come and play soccer and do my studies all at the same time. Thomas seemed like they had a really positive atmosphere in a really small-knit community.
On average, over 94% of Thomas graduates are hired in their field of study within 90 days of graduation. So confident its undergraduate students will succeed in their chosen field of study, Thomas College offers a one-of-a-kind, guaranteed job placement program. Whether you're a recent high school graduate continuing your education or looking for a new career path, Thomas College can help you hit the ground running. Learn more about Thomas College and its students. Confident, capable, connected, guaranteed.
A master's degree in business administration offers opportunities for career advancement, enhanced knowledge base, and a competitive edge. Husson University's MBA provides the best value in an outstanding professional education. In addition to the traditional master's in business administration, Husson's College of Business offers an MBA in the areas of healthcare, hospitality, and nonprofit management, all at convenient times for the busy professional. For more information about the Husson MBA, visit us online at hussonmba.com.
Back here at Don Melander Field at New England College, the Pilgrims of New England College winning this one in the North Atlantic Conference Championship game in men's college lacrosse. The final score 18-7. The awards presentation getting set to go, and for New England College, getting goals by Sam Freihofner. 5 goals on the day for him. Also, Steve Parsons getting 2. Matt Goyette, 3 goals today. James Putney with 2. And for Castleton, Zach Davidson had 2 goals and an assist in the game, and Ohea King had 3 goals on the afternoon. But again, not enough for Castleton, and very well-deserved victory here for New England College, and they'll be moving on to the NCAAs in Division III. And again, congratulations to head coach Curtis Gilbert and his squad. Perfect in North Atlantic Conference play this year at 9-0, 12-6 overall. And Castleton 7-2 in North Atlantic Conference play. They dropped to 11-8 overall, and that will end their season here this afternoon. But again, a well-played game all the way around by New England College. Really very few mistakes, if you can even say that, and the very few mistakes they did make, Castleton able to make them pay, and especially on the man-up, John, as we mentioned early on in the game, New England College not able to, or actually they were able to keep Castleton off the board on the man-up. But late in the game, Ohea King with a couple of goals on the man advantage, and Will Stuhler with a goal on the man up too, with just about a minute 24 to go in that third period, but again, not enough. At that point, still 15-5, and you know New England College is not going to give up that amount of goals in the fourth period. So again, the championship plaques being presented here at midfield.
Performances here today. At this time, we would like to begin our award ceremony.
And the award ceremony getting underway here at Don Melander Field.
Commissioner of the North Atlantic Conference, along with Lori Rungsmeyer, Director of Athletics at New England College. The following individuals have been selected to the all-tournament team and will receive an award at a later date. Please come forward to be recognized.
So about to announce the all-tournament team.
John Hooper III.
John Hooper III getting the nod from Husson.
Also from Husson University, Nick Brown.
Nick Brown from Husson, also named to the all-tournament team.
From Maine Maritime Academy, Brian Corain.
Brian Corain from Maine Maritime, the Mariners, on the all-conference team
also
as well.
From Maine Maritime Academy, Andrew DeSalvo.
Andrew DeSalvo, outstanding player who makes it to the all-tournament team as well.
From runner-up, Castleton State College, number 25, Adam Farmer.
Adam Farmer, the NAC Defensive Player of the Year, being named to the all-tournament team. Adam Farmer, also a football player, an outstanding football player for the Castleton Spartans.
Also from Castleton State College, number 9, Alex Green.
And Alex Green, out of Braintree, Vermont, gets named to the all-conference team. All-tournament team, I should say.
Also from Castleton State College, number 7, Brad Barber.
And Brad Barber, who's been just outstanding on the draws for Castleton throughout the year. And he is selected to the all-tournament team as well.
From champion, New England College, number 37, Sam Freihofner.
Sam Freihofner, again with 5 goals on the day, selected to the all-tournament team.
Also from New England College, number 23, Greg Jocks.
Greg Jocks, out of West Hartford, Connecticut, the senior, gets the congratulations from the president of the North Atlantic Conference.
And lastly, from New England College, number 99, Jake Flynn.
And Jake Flynn, who we saw have just a highlight reel goal in the second period, had a couple of goals on the afternoon. Jake Flynn receiving all-tournament honors as well.
The most valuable player from the 2012 North Atlantic Conference Men's Lacrosse Tournament from New England College, number 2, Nick Aquaviva.
And Nick Aquaviva, the tournament MVP, was outstanding here today. Again, tested many times on the man-up and was great. And well-deserved for Nick Aquaviva, the all-tournament most valuable player. So congratulations again to the North Atlantic Conference champions. And now they're going to give out the Coaches Award as well.
We applaud your efforts here today.
So the runner-up plaque goes to Castleton State. Again, a very disappointed squad, but again had a terrific year this year, and guess they get the congratulations from the president of the North Atlantic Conference and also the athletic director here at New England College. And now the championship plaques.
This year's North Atlantic Conference Men's Lacrosse champions will go on to represent the conference in the 2012 NCAA National Men's Lacrosse Tournament. Will the captains and coaches of New England College please come forward to accept their awards?
And Coach Curtis Gilbert coming up there with Sam Freihofner, a Greg Jocks. And there they are, the champions of the North Atlantic Conference. They'll move on to the NCAAs in Division III, winning this one here by a final score of 18-7 over the Castleton Spartans. So again, congratulations to Curtis Gilbert and his squad moving on. And for Coach Bo McDougall, again, ending their season at 11-8 overall. So that's going to wrap things up for us here at Don Melander Field here at New England College. Again, the final score in the North Atlantic Conference Championship game in men's lacrosse, it was New England College beating Castleton 18-7. For Matt and Matt on the cameras, and for Adam Largis, our producer, and for John Roberts, this is John Lawrence saying, have a great afternoon, everybody, from New England College.